president for Basketball Federation in Liberia. He's going to be ably assisted by one Edwin Famule. He's most popularly known for his son, who was one of the fastest men in the world, Joseph Famule. He just represented Liberia at the All African Games. But we're not discussing athleticism and Joseph Famule. No, we're going to be discussing basketball. So on that note, Edwin Famule will come on. He will give us insight of what the leadership is about, what the prospects of basketball. In fact, he's being named as the head of the league. It's almost like he's the vice president for operations, if you like. And elsewhere, we're also going to have a hard-talking character in Calvin Dix. I recall over 10 years ago, during my days of Fabric, he was a very vocal person against the leadership of Rufus Anansi. At the time, he had a basketball team they called Flames. Was that Flames? Flames? Sure, Trojan?
Let's hold on to
I was trying to find out, but he had a basketball team at the time that he was really, really supporting, so he was a major stakeholder. Today, he's come to the upper echelon of basketball, okay, and he is the Secretary General. If you like, the most powerful person because he runs the day-to-day affair. We're going to have him on the platform. So it's going to be a very, very big platform. So those of you who are lovers and followers of basketball, you can get in queue. You will get the best tonight on the platform. With much ado, let me welcome the other guy in the black t-shirt too. Moliki Azulu, Dario Ronaldo. Welcome to your show.
Thanks a lot, Ben. And let me say thank you for welcoming me in my black t-shirt while you're wearing your black t-shirt. I don't know, maybe because today is Good Friday. Some in other places they call it Black Friday. So that's why we're wearing black, because today is a day that religiously, Christianity-wise, Christ was crucified. So that's what makes it a Good Friday. So we're deliberately wearing black.
Do you think it was deliberate? There was no conversation.
There was no conversation, but I'm just thinking you had that in mind.
Nah,
you didn't have that in mind.
Not at all. To be honest, trust me.
To be honest, too, I didn't. I just decided to wear black, and I'm black on black. Everywhere black today.
So we Black Friday, black for everyone, as we mourn the death of Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago when he died. But we're talking sports. We're not talking religion whatsoever. Georgia is here. We start first with the trending issue. Let me call a read of the results for you today. There's been some amazing results, okay? Let's start first in the first division. Freeport FC beating at Tusafield today by Nima Kwado by a single goal to nil in round 24 of the LFA First Division League. That goal has come very, very late. Kwado have left it late, the British people will say. Kwado left it late to beat Freeport by a single goal to nil to end a run of 5 consecutive defeats in the First Division. So that victory means that they are safe because CC United hired my own friend Teofila Jacob failed to beat LPRC Olos today at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium. The final score there on the south coast of Monrovia, CC United 2, LPRC Olos 2. That result confirmed the relegation of CC United from the First Division. We'll talk about CC in this training portion or training part of Sports Talk. Elsewhere, other results to confirm for you in the second division. There were 5 matches on today. A Finnish junior professional nil, Nimat FC 1, full-time result at Tusafi in the early kickoff. Elsewhere, Philadelphia Lone Star 3, Sandra NPA 4, early result at 2 p.m. in the ATS early kickoff. So that result means that Philadelphia Lone Star are still struggling to avoid the drop. They are second from bottom. If it's 2, Wodogisi FC 2, full-time result at the SKD practice pitch. Both of the teams, if you like, are safe. Nima United 1, Blackman Warriors 2. That is the biggest result of the night in the second division because that result confirms that Blackman Warriors are first division team for the campaign of 2024-2025. Congratulations to a team that consists of Ibrahim Sisse as their head coach. They've done a marvelous job since they bought a club. Was that Bull Rangers FC or something? But they've done fantastically well. They have one of their central defenders in the team. They call him Jai Yam 4. He's back after international duty with Morocco. He was the only second division player that Coach Mario Maranica named in his 24-man squad. And I saw one headlines today on the Intersport that the youngster came back from the two-legged international match to give his teammates 35,000, as compensation for them after he come for international duty. So Nima United 1, Blackburn Warriors 2. Warriors are promoted to the first division. Elsewhere, Shakhtar put 6 past Lefless Life FC. 6-1 the final score. Did that score surprise you?
Nope. It didn't.
It didn't surprise you. Yeah. So Life FC continue to look lifeless.
Yeah, Life FC has always, for the past couple of games, been lifeless. So it didn't surprise me. Shakhtar FC last game, I think that was in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
In the knockout competition. They didn't perform well. They got a draw. So the president, Benitez, was not happy with that. So please,
yeah, that was in the female
the female side.
So the boys came out.
So the boys came out and said, "Okay, we'll satisfy our president."
so good result for Benetton.
That was a walloping.
Yeah, walloping 6-1. Yeah. Good result for Benetton. Whitfield Yuri. When do we get her on the platform?
Yeah, we'll definitely. We will. The likes of Benetton, the likes of Grace Weir, Elias Master Queen. I like the competition between them, Determined Girls and Shakhtar
and
Angels.
They don't talk. Impressive. They don't talk.
Yeah,
they don't see each other eye to eye.
Someone was saying it's not good. It's not, but I think it's good for competition.
But that's more than football. That's not football.
No.
It goes beyond football.
Maybe it goes beyond football. They know what they're up to. But when it comes to the game, I'm looking at it from an aspect of the game.
Yeah.
Because if that is the case between the two players, whenever those two teams meet,
yeah,
you don't want to miss that game. All right? I understand Shakhtar got over Determined Girls in the knockout.
In the knockout, 1-0.
1-0. Remember last season, they met in the finals, right? And it was Determined Girls who did the damage.
Yeah.
So this time around, Shakhtar came back and, of course, won over Determined Girls. So it makes it very, very interesting. The two presidents are blood on here. When the two teams meet, look at clutch. So I love to see that kind of competition.
I know, and so Benetton Whitfield and Master Queen Elias Grace, we are hopeful to have not together, separately on the platform. But talking about that,
together. Why not together? It's so hot. Yeah, I like to see that.
But today you are even cleaner. I want me to play that show. Let me see.
Bring them together.
You get a gift for me when you play that show.
Okay, I'll get to the two of them.
I know.
Both of them are my very good friends, so I'll get to them.
So you see, let's keep watching. You see how it pans up. When Trident fix that thing up to have those two people who are local here on and off the pitch on the same platform.
Yeah.
But our sports talk, though, when you have, experienced presenter and so forth, you can get anybody on the platform. So talking about Shakhtar, the female team were held 0-0, by Ravia in the semi-final of the Orange Cup first leg on home soil. So the return leg is over this weekend. They must score at least to stand a chance of progressing because they play on a away goal rule or so. Ravia will be playing at the Antonio Tupman Stadium. In the early game in the knockout championship, in the female category, War Girls put 4 past their opponent. Famata Dean and her girls are on course to make it to the final. It is most likely that they should play Shakhtar. What that will be?
Yeah, it's going to be a great final. That is if Ravia does not do the usual upset FA Cup, knockout upset, because knockout competitions are always filled with surprises. Pillsbury FC, for example, has knocked out Leicester FC, who is a regular in the final, but this time around, of course, Pillsbury FC was not having any of it. They've knocked out Leicester. So who knows? Ravia might be the surprise team in the final. We think Shakhtar will be there. It is 1-1 on aggregate.
Nil-nil
on
between
aggregate.
Shakhtar and Ambassador. I think Ambassadors. And Ravia will play Wargers.
Yeah, Wargers.
Ravia are way down.
Way down.
I mean,
So,
from the
but then Ravia is out.
So Wargers in the final.
Wargers in the final, but Ambassador still looks to causing an upset.
They will have belief. Having Shakhtar nil-nil in Gilesburg.
And that's Shakhtar's ground. If you want to say that's a fortress. So to go there and hold them 1-1, it gives a sense of belief to them that we can make it. Okay. So Shakhtar has a work cut out for them. So let's see how it pans out. The expectations are that we will see Shakhtar and Determined Girls, not Determined Girls, but World Girls in the final. But who knows? This is a knockout competition. Surprises are never far behind.
Sure. Well, funnier things happen in football than Ambassadors even beating Shakhtar. I agree with you, Trojan, 100%. Who knows? 1997 Champions League that Dynamo Kiev with Andrei Shevchenko, little known player, could get a hat-trick at Camp Nou and beat Barcelona 4-0. Could you predict that result?
No, nobody could have.
So you never said never in football.
No.
AC Milan were, I think, 4-1 up against Deportivo La Corona, 2004, Champions League. And Depo came back and beat them 4-0.
You want to go that far? Then just look at what Barcelona and
PSG.
But even PSG, was it AS Roma?
Roma and Barcelona.
Okay.
Liverpool, Barcelona.
3-0
in Camp Nou, Liverpool.
And I love Liverpool's because of that famous quick corner kick.
Because you are a big Real Madrid fan. So.
Okay, let's forget it. Let's talk something else.
We're not going too far. Let's see whether you are this guy a Madrid fan. But anyway, let's look at the table firstly in the first division. Blackburn Warriors having won today by 6-1 against Life FC. First division team now, they have 61 points from 26 matches. Okay, they've played 26 and have got 61 points. Elsewhere, Shakhtar FC followed in second. They've got 50. The Warriors already win 6-1. Warriors won at Nima United by 2-1. So Warriors have got 61 points. They are 4 points on Shakhtar, who defeated Life by 6-1. Leaving left chance of surviving to hang by a thread. In third place is Discoveries FC. Okay, they've won 48 points, currently occupying that third spot on goal difference for Sound NPA, who've got 48 points too, but a goal difference of 14, as opposed to Discoveries 36. So they are 22 goal difference better than Sound NPA. So they are playing on tomorrow. Discoveries, I think they should be playing Magidi FC. A draw for them will put them firmly into. If they go on to win, they are going to close a gap on second place Shakhtar to just 8 points, while they have hope of playing first division football next season. Let's check the bottom. Life FC 16 points, Philadelphia Lone Star 21, Nima United 22. Those three teams are struggling to avoid the drop. Magidi with a game in hand, 24. Mighty Enforcer with a game in hand, 24. Nima FC on 26 games, 26 points. And then a little bit of gap with the Gizi drawing 2-2 with Samuel already saved are on 33 points. So that will do it for the second division. Let's check the first division table. After those two big results on today, CC United relegated following their 2-2 draw against LPRC Oilers. And elsewhere, we did say to you that Nima Quadro ended a run of 5 consecutive defeat with a late winner at Tusa Field against Freeport FC. 1-0 the final scoreline. And this is the table looks that on yesterday, Watanga won probably the fixture that will give them the trophy. They beaten Beer Mountain by 2-1. Emmanuel C. back from Sweden scored 1 and set up 1. He put Watanga 2-0 off from before Beer Mountain pulled 1 back and no more. So 2-1 was the final score at the SKT practice page. What I mean is that Watanga have got 1 more point they need to be champions for the second time
and how
in
many
3 seasons. We've got 3 games to go.
3 games. So
It's almost inevitable.
Yeah, it's inevitable that Watanga is going to be champions for the second time in their history.
So that was the game yesterday when they beat B Mountain by 2-1. Liscar are in second on 45, 7 points adrift. They've got a lot of work to do. Pinsville on 43, Heading 11 on 43. Better goal difference puts Pinsville ahead of Heading 11 in 4th. Talking about Pinsville, they are in the Orange Cup semi-final. They have a second leg against, I think, Global Farmer. I want to be sure. I think it will be up against Global Farmer. The first leg, I think, ended 1-1, and they are going to travel to the Bureau of Newtown. But let's leave it as that. Let's not think as to whether we can take a break. But let me say, Pinsville and Jubilee 1-1. IE beat Global Farmer 2-1. The return legs are this weekend. Okay, so let's take this very short break. When we come back, we're going to be hopeful to get our panelists from basketball. Edwin Farmer, the head of the league. That's the title?
Yeah, he's head of the league.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah. I think they're bringing up a system where you got somebody running the league. All right. The association is there. But of course, there is a responsibility of somebody to run the league. All right. So maybe that's a new system. But he'll be telling us, and I was surprised to say his position is head of the league. I've not seen that before.
You have the other vice president or so, or the president running the administrative part of it.
They got the president, the vice president for administration, I think, the vice president for operations, maybe. Famula used to be vice president of operations.
Yeah.
All right. So you have the secretary general, and then this time around you have the head of the league. So maybe they'll be telling us.
Yeah, they're going to explain those functions.
Yes, what that actually is.
A small federation like that, they've got the president, vice president for operation, vice president for administration, head of the league, secretary general. Chaplain, you will explain. This break. So, a pleasant welcome back. We're going to have our first guest on the platform. I'm sure Calvin Dix is one who's going to come on first. But let me appreciate our viewers around the world who are currently following the platform. I know that we have Muji Koyate is watching. He's so grateful that Intel Sports is back in full swing with live television show. And he also go on to say that he thanked Intel Sports so much for the work they've done in a very relatively short period of time. Charleston City say, good evening. I'm watching from Zubatown. We are Pinsville City. Thanks for the show. Usman Freeman is also following. And as always, Hillary B. Johnson, president of the Fans Association, fan base of Liberia.
Hillary.
You don't recall from a phone when you keep the penalty on the back.
Kick the ball, the ball, seize the ball.
2 days of comedian.
Seize the ball, sir. They don't waste your food.
Okay, we have Mr. Calvin Diggs. He's smartly, always smartly dressed. He's wearing blue shades on. That's nice shades. Let me say Mr. Calvin Diggs, Secretary General of the World Basketball Association. Pleasant welcome to Sports Talk. I'm not hearing you. You won't.
Okay, Calvin, maybe your mic is on mute.
Check your mic, Calvin. It looks like the mic is on mute.
He's saying you're wearing black too. I can read it.
Oh, black. Everybody's in black.
Calvin, your mic seems not to be on. Well, we're not getting Calvin. We need to communicate with him that we're not getting him. We see you, Calvin, but we're not getting you live. I don't know. We're not getting the sound.
No audio. If you're hearing us, can see from here. Can see Calvin. I can see. There needs to be the connection done over there. Calvin Diggs.
No, Calvin is showing us something. Calvin, we're not hearing you at all. Okay, we'll do the adjustment and we'll rejoin Calvin Diggs. He's the Secretary General of the Liberia
Basketball.
Is it association or
Federation?
Federation.
That's a very good question. We'll start with that one. Post it to him. Because we have federation. Yeah.
I think it's association. I think to be a federation, there must be some things in place before you become a federation. So maybe we'll ask them. But as soon as we get Calvin back on, of course, we will be delving into the conversation. We expected to be joined also by Edwin S. Fambule. He is the head of the league, an executive committee member and head of the league. The basketball competition is already on, and I'm hearing the teams like Bushra Bulls, the usual LPRC Oilers. I'm not hearing too much about NBA Pythons, the like of
Kings.
There's no more Euro Kings in fact. Skyforce. I'm not hearing about
Flames.
No, I see
Flames of Calvin, yes.
Yeah, I'm not hearing much about Flames. I'm hearing a little bit about Malcolm Joseph, Cester Mongers. I'm hearing about Bushra Bulls. I'm hearing about LPRC Oilers.
What's about Habel Pointers?
Habel Pointers. You know, there are a lot of new teams. There are a lot of new teams that are into basketball nowadays. So I don't know what is happening to the old guard. And that's something about longevity with our clubs. If you look at other clubs in other countries, they've been there for maybe 100 or more years, and they have a structure. They're still there competing.
Agreed.
All right. I think Sheffield Wednesday, all right, should be the oldest club. One of them, either Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday, but one of them should be the oldest club
in England.
In England,
Oldham Athletics.
Oldham, okay.
Oldham, Oldham Athletics.
Okay, it was still there, but Sheffield is still competing. It's one of the oldest clubs. It's still competing. You have the Real Madrid, the Barcelona. We all talked about. They are more than 100 years old. The Arsenal you all cheer, the Chelsea, the very old clubs. All right. When you come to Liberia, there's a problem. For example, in football. Where is Fulani?
Bame.
Where is Bame?
St. Joseph Warrior.
Where is St. Joseph Warrior?
Black Blaster.
Where is
BYC? Quite lately.
Where is BYC? Quite lately.
You could go on and on.
If we come to basketball, we're naming the other clubs we don't see.
Where is Rural Kings?
Where is Rural Kings? So there is a pattern in Liberia that people build clubs around individuals rather than institution. So consequently, once the individuals fade away, the clubs fade away.
Obvious.
But if you had structures, and that's something that new clubs are trying to do, whether basketball, football, whatever, so that you don't tie a club around a particular individual. Because once you do that, what happens is that once that individual fades away, the club dies. All right. So the lifespan of the club is tied around the lifespan of an individual. So as long as that individual of meeting up with the demands of the club for 10 years, that club lifespan is 10 years. It is for 15 years, that club lifespan. It is for 1 year, that club lifespan is for 1 year. Except maybe the guy can hustle and sell the club to another person.
And few years ago, we have Facel FC. I mean, they won the Orange Cup, or if you like, the knockout competition. They play in the African CAF Confederations Cup. But when the CEO wasn't on ground,
the club died.
Now here he's coming
He's back,
He's
and he's bought another club, Kalon FC, and of course they are thriving because they were struggling. And then after Castle Kuo took over and laid some big overtures, of course they are now thriving. And I even heard today that Castle bought a coach.
Ford?
Yeah, a Ford. He paid $12,000. That's what I heard for a Ford for the coach.
$12K?
Yeah. And I also heard that, of course, as a mark of motivation, he gave his players something they never used to have. And because of that, they're spirited to play. They play in the game.
But we want to see the clubs being institutionalized.
And that's
on a day.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day.
Calvin is back home. Get the last picture from Calvin there. He's in
Can you guys hear me now?
Calvin, welcome.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Yeah. Congratulations.
Perfect. I was saying I'm happy to be a part of the Black Teams for the night.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Calvin, before we start, why did you choose to wear black?
So it just kind of happened, you know. I got this text thing that said it should be a lot of lighting, so it's better when you have a lot of light. And I realized that if I have a lot of light, then I need something dark to show who I am. And here it is. I'm part of the Black Tees for the night.
It's a smart
So coincidentally, we are all wearing black.
Yes. So I feel right in place.
It's okay, Calvin. Good men wear black.
Good men wear black. Welcome again. Let's go straight into it. With a time 36 minutes after 7. The first question for you, Calvin, is what is the difference between, should it be Liberia Basketball Association or Liberia Basketball Federation? And if you choose, which is what is the difference between federation and association?
Okay, so the whole idea about the federations and associations is back when we started, we were a federation under, at the time, you know, FIBA. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, great. So the federation is what we started as under the LBS, which was way 1964. As FIBA Africa and international basketball turned into a bigger and bigger organization and started to zone people in different places, FIBA came out with a mandate of national federations becoming associations, and that is how the Liberian Basketball Federation had to rechange their title into the Liberian Basketball Association.
our best we can to revive the lambs to you. There we have Captain Dix again.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go
let's
ahead.
go.
Sorry for that glitch.
Right. So I was saying the Federation is where we started in 1964.
Hmm?
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead, Calvin. We're getting you.
Great. And so as FIBA, the organization grew bigger, FIBA wanted that their local federations will become associations, which is what the mandate came down. So about 8-9 years ago, um, Liberia was mandated by FIBA to switch over to become an association rather than a federation.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it means we have association rather than federation.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So congratulations on assuming the leadership of basketball, especially the Secretary General position. The sport has undoubtedly faced its share of challenges in the last 10 years or so. How do you intend to mend those disputes with the previous leadership and foster a more cohesive and collaborative environment within the association?
Well, so the first thing that this administration did was to host a reconciliation tournament, which was a knockout tournament that we hosted immediately after elections. And we were happy to have all of the teams that represented members of the past administration, Mighty Barrow for the male division and commissioners for the female division won the various championships. But we had teams, Bushra Booms, we started off with Rufus Anderson. We had Visionaires and the entire Visionaires Academy, which is owned and controlled by Jake Kabakoli. So these are the main characters, and we all participated in a reconciliation tournament. Just a kind of olive branch from the Samarkand administration to saying, let's, put the past behind us and for us to be able to work together to move basketball in the right direction. So that has happened. Everything is kind of smooth. There was some lingering noise about some court cases and stuff. We've been able to resolve all of that. And now the National League is on and we're on track.
So let me come in. Calvin, the National League is on. And of course, you've managed to resolve some of the issues that have been keeping basketball down for many, many years. Okay. Once again, we apologize for the glitch. We're back. Understandably, this is Liberia, or this too is Liberia. Calvin, I hope you understand this too is Liberia. So welcome back.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Okay. So I was asking, you've said that, of course, there was a reconciliatory competition Okay, so we are back on. So let me just go straight to my question. What is it confronting the Basketball Association now? We've forgotten about the past. We've turned over a new leaf. What is the problem? Is if there is one?
Well, the major issue that the federation is, that the basketball association is now facing, is the issue of funding. Basketball has been down over the years. We used to have funding of 100,000. If you look into today's budget, you will see that they've allocated $1,200 for basketball, which
You say
is
how much?
well, the draft budget that came out allocated 1,200 United States dollars for basketball development in Liberia. I mean, this is, you know, very, it's just saddening. Anyways, so we've started our national league, just trying to scrap things together to get the league going. We're going to try to source funding outside of the government. And we're also looking at a facility. As you know, Sports Commission is over 50 years old. There's been no major renovation or improvement to the Sports Commission in the last 50 years. We're now playing the game at the SKD Stadium, which was built for the Liberian Basketball Association, but it's actually being controlled and managed by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So basketball gets, the Liberian Basketball Association gets no funding from that facility. So we're basically in between finding funding and having a permanent home for the Liberian Basketball Association.
So, what is your administration's goal? Yes, the league is back on. There is funding issue. Now you're talking about just a mere 1,200 in the budget for basketball development. What is your administration goal? What do you hope to get during the period of time that you will be in office? Calvin, did you get me?
Well, our short-term and long-term goals.
Okay, Ben. Calvin is.
Calvin is in a hollow position. So probably he needs to make a little bit of tweak his position a little. Just make a little bit of change, you know.
Okay, Calvin, go. Oh. All right, this is. Okay, Calvin.
Just unmute. Unmute your microphone, Calvin. Unmute the microphone.
Yeah, we're
hearing you, but the picture isn't coming. Right. Okay, it's okay. Great.
Go ahead.
All right. So what I was saying, to try to answer your question, is when the situation we're in now, what is most important, short term and long term, is to be able to produce a better product of basketball. Our athletes has been sitting down for the past 2 years, not really playing any competitive games. We have gone to no international competition. So our goal is to build a better product. We started the league off kicking off some training courses. We did some training courses for our referees. We did training courses for our coaches, so that we'll be able to present a better product out to our fans, and we can attract sponsors and partners. If you want people to sponsor you, you have to have a product that they want to affiliate with. That's just a simple business idea. So we're trying to put out the best product out there. Earlier in the show, you were asking about teams like Habel Pointers and Flames. And so due to all of the rigmarole that was going on in basketball, most of these guys have kind of just gone away. Now, we're trying to bring back the love and the passion. And in doing that, we need to have good coaches. We need to develop programs. We need to have good referees, because these are some of the things that were hindering our growth in basketball. In this administration also, we want to be able to develop youth programs so that we can be able to compete at international levels. Yesterday, President Samuka received information from FIBA that FIBA is going to start holding some U16 and U18 tournaments so that local zones should get ready for those tournaments, which I'm sorry that Famula was trying to get connected, but he for some reason, he couldn't get through. Famula is in charge of manpower and development, and he's in charge of developing a youth program, which he has started, along with the technical director, Mr. Blackie Sayed. So our goal is to be able to run our third division league as a developmental league, to be able to groom the young people to be able to represent Liberia on an international level in the next 2 to 4 years.
Well, those are basically good plans you're outlining, but it comes with fundings. And here you are talking about just $1,200 for the entire year for the Basketball Association. How does your administration hope to sort of have a sit down with the government and sell to them the importance of basketball and why more money?
Well, especially in this new administration, we're glad to see that guys from the past are back at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and we hope that this will bring some good to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Basketball was receiving $100,000 a year for basketball development. In the last 6 years, we received $4,000 for basketball development, and now we've gone down to $1,200. We face a serious problem of youth, a youth pandemic, as we would like to call it, where the youth of Liberia, they need things to keep them busy and keep them focused and build confidence. So basketball is one of those things. We need to be able to source our funding. We lost our last sponsorship deal was with Orange Liberia, and Orange deal expired last year. Up to now, we have gotten no new sponsorship. We've reached out to different people. We're still in the talks. We're hoping to pick up a new sponsor by the time this new county meet is over, so that going into the second phase of our league, we will have some sort of funding. Otherwise, Ronaldo, let's be realistic. The Liberian Basketball Association, we need to turn the corner. We need to commercialize our sport. We need to be able to present a better product out there that somebody would pay more than $200-300 Liberty for a ticket. We need to be able to reach out into the communities. We need to reach out to the parents to support their kids by coming and watching their kids play basketball. These are very, very important things so that we'll be able to raise more funding.
Calvin, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I have a couple of concerns. We talk about commercializing the association, raising funding, looking for better sponsorship, so that is going to add value. Obviously, that is branding. But in all this, we have to look at transparency and accountability if money comes in, because those two are very vital in any organization, particularly in sports. Okay, can you outline the steps the new administration or leadership is taking to ensure that the governance structure and decision-making process are transparent and inclusive? Because we're talking about you taking over after a long dispute. You there, Calvin?
This video is kind of frozen.
Okay, he's back. He's back. Let's hear you.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Calvin, we're hearing.
So I was asking you the question about accountability and transparency because those are two vital issues anywhere in our.
Calvin is going to come. So let me just read what one of our guests who is finding it difficult. All right, Calvin is back. Calvin, you getting us? All right. Edwin Famula is saying logistics and allotment from the GOL is a challenge. All right. And he's also saying there's a 5-year plan being put together by this administration that will address short-term and long-term goals. All right. And he also say next time we should have them in studio.
Instead of having them on the line. Yeah, and if it continues like this, it means that we're going to redo the show. We're going to have those pair have them in studio with us because we're really struggling to get Calvin. Once we get picture, we don't get audio. We get audio, we don't get the quality of the picture, and that is a concern, huge concern. It's a real challenge as the LBI has been challenged over the past decade.
It is unusual because most of our other guests will go smoothly.
Yeah, I just want to believe that Calvin is in a position that doesn't allow his internet to flow because I know for sure he has an office right there on is that Lynch and Carey Street, and he's been in that office for a very, very long period of time, just adjacent to the Sports Commission common headquarters or headquarters.
I don't know what Edwin Family means by AT&T. What that old American telecommunications
AT&T,
company,
yeah.
AT&T.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means here.
What is he saying about AT&T?
He just said AT&T.
I don't understand it. Calvin
Okay,
back.
Calvin is back.
Probably he will explain what is that AT&T.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so it's been a challenge, but yes. Okay, to kind of get back to what you're asking about accountability and transparency. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
sure.
All right. So in the next few weeks, one of the things you're going to hear about the LBA going completely electronically in terms of all of our funding. Currently, what we do is we pay out or we get paid either through, exchange of cash funds and stuff like this. And sometimes people go to the bank, make a deposit, or the Federation will write a check. Basically, we want to move straight into electronic payments and electronic deposits. So it helps the association to be able to come up with better financial statements, which tells all of our stakeholders what came in, what went out, where did it go, and what was it used for. These are the kind of things that we did to our stakeholders.
I see. What is this position? We hope to have had Mr. Edwin Famule on, but unfortunately, he's just texting. He just texted AT&T. What is AT&T? We know it to be one all-American communications company.
I don't know what Famula was trying to say.
But I asked a concern. I'm sorry for interrupting, Calvin, but I asked a concern about your leadership and inclusion. Would there be full inclusion of the past leadership and so forth to foster peace and development in this sports?
Well, 100%.
Wow.
Well, this is Intel Sports. This is Sports Talk. Today is Friday. It's the last day of the hustle in our country, even though we don't have German paid day on Saturday. But tomorrow will be Saturday. We're going to be back on Monday. We're having a challenge. The internet becomes a problem. Our guest is coming and going. The audio quality isn't good. The picture as well. Some of them, at some point in time, is fading away. My name is Ben. Trojan is here. We're in all black. But internet costing us the more.
Yeah, probably. That's why some of the reasons why perhaps we all wore black because there was going to be a problem. But of course, we didn't envision this, and we apologize sincerely to our viewers.
Sometimes when you apologize too much, it becomes what I may call tired apology. You didn't apologize too many times.
Okay.
Your client not going to take you.
Yeah.
Take your apology to be real. I mean, just say apologize. I mean,
Well, it is beyond our control.
I know it's technical issue.
Beyond our control, surely. But we want to bring out the issues around one of Liberia's most popular sports. Like Ben said, in Liberia, you have football, kickball, basketball. But I even want to say you want to have football, basketball, kickball in that order.
Probably be the real guys. So.
In that order.
If you say
So basketball, for the period of time, has been down. We all know for a couple of years, the game was not played because of administrative dispute. And so it took a FIBA, or the International Africa International Basketball Federation, if you may, to sort of come in to help along with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and other stakeholders so that the situation could be resolved. As it has been now resolved, basketball is back. We are all used to going to the AHO Sports Commission on Broad Street to watch our basketball games. But like Carvin said, it has now been moved to the SKD Sports Complex that is operated by the government of Liberia via the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So it means that whatever happens there, the basketball authority will have to, give some bit of token. I got to know that because whenever the FA, for example, use the complex, the playing pitch, you're there, you know about it, they got to give something. All right? It's not totally free. So perhaps it's a similar thing that the basketball people are going through.
So there you see Calvin is doing everything humanly possible, I mean, to have this topic to end.
Yeah.
And let me say congratulations to you so much. I mean, I really love the effort you are applying. Welcome again, Calvin. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. We're on the issue about inclusion. Inclusion in leadership. You stay in Central Monrovia. I know.
So can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Okay, let's go. Just fire. Just be talking. Just be firing on the issue.
So basically, after our reconciliation tournament, president of the past administration offering a clear pathway to working with us and picking up to do. As you know, we have Yankwe Bossi from the past administration, who is vice president of administration. We also have Bruce Quay, who is now vice president for operations, who was also part of the last administration. So this administration is completely made out of is a government of what we call national unity. So we're definitely working together. Yes.
You guys not getting me to. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Calvin.
Yeah. So I was saying that this administration is definitely made out of people from the past administration, as we have Yankwe Bossy, who was part of the Rufus administration. We have Bruce Quay, who was part of Rufus Anderson administration. So this is to show you, and we are all working together. We are all part of the EC now. We are all working towards the same goal of trying to get basketball back on track and moving in the right direction.
So, Calvin, we've been having the difficulties, with the internet, but clearly tell us, here we are reading several comments, and I'm sure Edwin Famula would have loved to be on the nation. He is saying was built by donations by basketball lovers, stakeholders, and definitely not the government. Nothing came from GOL. And here you are using a place that you're paying some money to the GOL, I'm sure. So what is the basketball's authorities' own commitment to ensuring that we have a gymnasium? I'm talking about a modernized gymnasium. We got plenty of land. We have a lot of space. What are your plans towards that?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Calvin, just go ahead, speak.
Calvin, yeah, good. Just go ahead. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just go ahead. He was asking for. You have to re-say the question. Hello, Kavi. Wow, Jordan.
Oh, Famula is saying AT&T had a slogan. He agreed it's an old American company. So they had a slogan. Can you hear me now? So that's why he's calling us AT&T, because we keep asking Calvin, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? AT&T. So that's the old slogan. So it's working today.
Okay, so Edwin is saying, sorry, I'm not there because we do have allocated land space in Monrovia.
Wow.
I'm asking about the construction of a basketball gymnasium. He says they have a space. So, Calvin. Well, folks, it seems like we have to do this again.
We have to do it again. We have to cut it off here, and then we can continue with Calvin, because he doesn't come in clearly. The language to him is absolutely, either we don't get him, the audio or the picture quality comes in frozen. My name is Ben. Trojan is here. This is Sports Talk on Intel Sports. We are almost 20 minutes short of closing time. Let me just remind you of some of the things we talked earlier on. Today, Black Men Warriors are promoted or have won promotion to the First Division League next season. That follows their half-fought 2-1 win on Nima United at the North Star Stadium in Mount Barclay today. And elsewhere in the same division, Shakhtar matched that result to make sure they stay in second, 4 points adrift the league leader by putting 6 goals past Life FC with only 1 reply. 6-1 the final scoreline, and Shakhtar, I think, will need a win in their next fixture to ensure division promotion as well. Discoveries, who are in third currently, 13 points adrift, are in action on tomorrow. Okay, so big games coming up in the First Division as well. Later on today in the First Division, 2 matches to tell you about. Nima Kuwado left it late to end a run of 5 consecutive defeat by beating Freeport 1-0 at Tusat Field. That result meant that they are safe, and given the fact that CC United held LPRS Oilers to a 2-2 draw, Teofilo Jigos side are relegated from the top tier to the second division. So those are the 2 main trending issue and news in this presentation of Sports Talk. Trojan Kezulu is still sitting alongside me.
Next week, some of what you will look forward to is the Liberia celebrated soccer star James Alinsa Davis' appearance, and of course, a walk down history lane.
Eric Clinton.
Yeah,
that's my papi. Pagnono, I will
Elias. No, that Pagnono will come here. Eric come here.
Eric Clinton.
We're gonna have a walk down memory lane of sports in Liberia, inclusive of every other sports: basketball, football, table tennis, boxing.
Wow.
Because there was a time in Liberia when Liberian boxers were making headwaves. They had a guy called Baby Joe.
Baby Joe?
Yeah.
They named the boxing ring there
after.
Yeah, Baby
All
Joe.
right. So we need to know a bit of history about that. We need to know how, in fact, we started with kickball, because I know kickball is similar to American baseball.
Yeah.
How did it get transformed into kickball that we play today? Why is it just in Liberia and probably Sierra Leone, and where Liberians are? Why hasn't it gone global? It's a very good game. In fact, I'm a vice president of a kickball team.
I just hearing that. you have to put me into that.
Yeah, Destiny Youth is a female team, kickball team. Yes, one of the newest team in the league, and is doing very well.
Were you elected, or you just hijacked the people club and me?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was appointed. Yeah.
You use your influence.
No, I didn't. I didn't even know about it.
I will check with the LKF. The LKF for your you is.
And I'm even supposed to be serving as vice president for a female team.
Kickball?
No,
football.
The historical Earth Angels.
They are going down.
Yeah, they're going down. So
they're going down before you, but you can't say but we are. So the club were hot. They were winning championship, beginning of 10, 30. You know, say no. They saw all the players, the people going down. They say they form crew up. Well, the crew are going, man.
So we're bringing him to talk about, these histories. Football, for example, the Football Association came into being in 1936. 1936. Of course, walk down that memory lane. All of those great players Liberia had. Why is it that we're struggling now when we got more sophisticated, if you may, better stadium, playing pitches than we had in the past when we were doing well? All right. So all of those discussions will be held next week, hopefully. All right. So again, Ben says it is not a good thing. Every family say I shouldn't mind you. What you say? I was appointed. I was not elected. So we're going to redo the basketball people.
Yeah.
Seriously. Next week, we will find a time to bring them in. And of course, this time around,
Bring in the
hopefully,
studio.
it'll be better.
We'll bring you in the studio.
Yeah, it'll be better than
So
this.
put the blame on us, right? What Akon said?
Yes, that's Akon. Put the blame on me.
Yeah, put the blame on Sports Talk and Intel Sports. Okay. Even Diggs were in the remote position where his internet was coming distorted, put the blame on us. We'll take the responsibility and we're going to work on that to do it better next time. But this has been Sports Talk with me and Ben Gagba. There are a couple of fixtures on tomorrow in the first division and second division league matches as well. We hope you follow and we'll also continue to talk other sports, including basketball, kickball, athletics, and so forth on the platform. I'm still looking forward to Trojan breaking those two rivals in Labyrinth,
we'll
football,
do that.
female football, Grace
We'll do
Weir
that.
and Benetta with you, Yuri.
We'll do that. And we'll bring the kickball people here as well.
Yeah, my own friend and brother Emmanuel Weir, Surprise Weir. Has he left kickball? Because I think he was appointed at some point in time by the president, former president George Weah. So I know that he's left football and he's still with football. But still, though, we can get the kickball people to explain. But the topic with Aaron Clinton, trust me, is going to be absolutely fantastic. For me, I love to hear about Wani Boto, whether that story is a myth or it ever existed, that he was on sickbed in Liberia. We were playing an international game. He was called, I like to use the word summoned. He was summoned from his sickbed to come and play for Liberia. And he will come off the bench and score twice, something like that.
Oh, well. Say Wani Bodo in hospital.
They call the guy king.
Chilling from the hospital.
So I don't know, put on the register player then. They can register, you show your passport, they people look at it, they agree. You get to anybody but you play?
You can't play.
We have fly forward.
So, Edwin Family is saying basketball started officially as an organized sports in Liberia in 1966.
Wow.
In 1966. So football, 36.
1936.
Is that 30 years later?
Yeah, very nearly 30. Just over 30. Yeah,
30.
30.
Exactly 30 years later,
after.
basketball was organized as well.
Football had just got its own headquarters almost after 90 years of existence.
Since 1936, football just got its own headquarters.
Basketball needs to have its own headquarters too.
Yeah, and also have a modernized gymnasium that we will love to be seated in.
Build a modern gym and put the headquarters right under the gym there, and create a big parking lot that can take around about 100, 150 cars or so. And then you do it something like that. You bring your car, you park, you pay some money for parking space. You can do it like, the roller like this. You climb up and just, park the cars there where you can easily come. And people pay some money.
Definitely.
Money.
And I tell you what, a lot of kids in school, I remember when we were in high school, a lot of kids would like to go to sports commission, play basketball, YMCA. All of that is not happening because that momentum has died. Basketball did a lot for a lot of youth coming up. They were educated, they played basketball. It was great. But nowadays, I'm not saying that the amount of, except for now, but a lot of people who play basketball, they were more educated. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this, but they were more educated than the guys that play football.
I don't want to be in that argument. I don't want to be in that
It's
argument.
a debate.
It's a debate on the day.
But now it is maybe at an equilibrium, but before it was amended. Before you even played on a basketball team in the high school, you must be of certain grade points, but not with football.
Yeah, I recall when I was in Don Bosco Technical High School for most of my elementary, junior, and high school years. you have to go on a roll, maintain an honor roll mention of 80 and above before you play on the basketball team. And at that time, there were some brilliant young men. I think one of them passed away, Taran Moba, one of the Moba brothers who passed away. I think they were twins or something like that. People that Damon Cassell, Samuel Woto, Richard Vonnet, Henry Na, you know, those were wonderful players then at the time. And they were not just playing basketball only, but they were also involved into how academic standard works as well. You know, so you would go courtside and you'd be clapping for all the Knights of Don Bosco, and you go to play St. Patrick's, you go to play AG school.
That was when high basketball league, the Alligators of Zion,
I
the
remember.
Cats of
You
Cathedral.
remember Walker?
Yeah.
Numeni Walker?
Numeni Walker.
Jackal. Oh, he was a big man during his days playing by the Alligator. Nobody dunked the rain in front of Numeni Walker. He should have produced a block. He was like, you will get the ball past every other player. You don't get it past Numeni Walker. He would produce that block. He was a massive guy. Then they had one Wallow. He used to dribble and shoot the 3 points.
Yeah,
you know.
Wallow used to shoot.
Yeah, they had Charles Cummings. I think he was playing for CWA.
Cummings played for CWA. Yeah.
Then we had St. Patrick's, you know. I mean, it was wonderful. Don Bosco, I think, was one of the smallest teams, but they have some good players there. I mentioned Samuel Woto, Richard Vonnet, you have Patrick Calon, and Cassell, you know. But we hope those days can come back. Then came emerging Matt Smith and my own friend who was just, I think, deputy at the NPA there.
Okay.
AK.
Edwin Famloy said basketball graduated more students than football. It is a proven fight, according to
Yeah,
I really wanted to have him.
People like Alfonso Cuia, how do you call him? Emmanuel Porter. What's the other Porter named? Gabriel Porter. I mean, those are all university graduates. They play good basketball, and so forth.
So basketball,
but even football too has some great people. I mean,
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. Emmanuel Winnie played for the national team. He was
Musa
Shana, you know. So we can find a day to make it a debate, but in the end, we just hope that the future becomes better than what we had.
Football
in the past.
produced a president.
Oh, president with two masters. Let's stop it here. I think it's about 8:30 in Monrovia. This is Sports Talk on Intel Sports. We've got to go. Let's part ways with the real Ronaldo. I'm going to cut off on him.
So, folks, Ben doesn't want me to keep on apologizing, but we're sorry. We could not continue with the basketball people. But of course, we hope to have them on. We'll redo this particular show with them. By that time, Henry Famler, whose texts I've been reading, will be on. And of course, we will have a very lively discussion here. And like we said, next week, the celebrated star, James Salinsadiba, will try to get him on. We'll try to get Mr. Clinton on. And also, we'll try as much as possible to get Benita
to pitch her alongside.
We got to talk about female football.
Yeah.
That's one thing that is growing in Liberia. You need to know how fast female football is growing. So we're going to get Jodie Seaton. Mm-hmm. She is the third vice president of Liberian football. She represents women football on the executive committee of Liberian football. So we're going to have them on here to talk more about women football and why it should be supported at all levels. All right. So watch out for more deep sports topics right here on this program.
I couldn't have agreed with you more, Molly Kerzulu, on this presentation. Women football really growing fast. I think the last time we were here, the Minister for Sports did say that next county meet, they are going to pilot it, that at least 5, 6, 7 counties or so will play women football. So that shows how emerging and growing the sport has been in Liberia. Thanks hugely to FIFA, CAF, and the motherland body at home, the Liberia Football Association, for their tireless effort. There's a committee member headed by Mustafa Rachi for the work they've done to promote women football. As Ben Trojan has said, the show will be redone. We've tried to get Calvin Diggs and Edwin Family. Let me say many thanks to Calvin. I mean, with all the challenges, he always tried to tweak his position whichever way to make sure the audio and pictures can come in, but he just didn't make it. We all just didn't make it. And we
got love.
I knew you were going to talk. His time is up.
You got love. He didn't make it.
So that's it, just for the fun. You gotta add a little bit of sense of humor to it. We are back here on tomorrow. Tomorrow is on Monday. Don't forget, it's the day we meet. Until then, always remember, this is Sports Talk on Intel Sports.
See you next month.
Oh, thank you.